Hi, hello, friends. How are you? So, we are going to, yesterday in our self defense against the cosmos episodes, we went over a bunch of planets, okay? But I want to take a moment and we're going to slow it down just for a minute and we're going to go over the sun, okay, through each individual placement. And just as a recap, okay, the sun is your core identity, it's your vitality, it's your ego, it's your creative spark, and your conscious self. It is the part of you that is learning how to shine, not perform, not people please, not shapeshift into whatever gets approval. Shine, okay? Your sun sign shows the qualities that you're here to develop and embody more consciously. It shows what gives you life, what drains you, where your pride gets poked, and how your confidence is meant to mature. And this is the thing, like, we're talking about the sun, and, it's like all of this really good, helpful, useful information. And this is literally the tip of the iceberg, right? The sun is not that important, in my opinion, but still, it holds all of this knowledge, right? And direction that we can utilize. So if I'm really hoping that this will make an impact, okay? And if this ends up making an impact for you, just imagine what your other placements are going to show you. Okay. So every sun sign has both a light and a shadow side to it. Okay. The light is the medicine. The shadow is what happens when that same energy gets distorted by fear, insecurity, ego, trauma, or survival mode. So the big question is not, is my sun sign good or bad, right? The question is, am I living the empowered version of my sun sign, or am I letting the shadow run the group chat? So let's get into it. I'm hoping that I'll be able to cut out some of the background noise. It's just very noisy today. So to start things off, are, of course, going to start with Aries. Okay, so if your sun is in Aries, here's the light side, okay? Aries suns are here to initiate. This is the fire starter. This is the first spark, the one who does not wait for a committee meeting before taking action. Aries energy is brave, it's direct, it's instinctive and passionate and bold and alive, and it carries the medicine of courage. So, at its best, Aries suns, they teach us how to begin. Not when it's perfect, not when everyone agrees, not when the anxiety committee is approving the funding, now. Okay. So Aries suns, they're part of the zodiac that remember that life requires movement. It says, I want this, so I'm going. Okay. There is something deeply sacred about that kind of immediacy, truly. Aries does not need a 47-step emotional autopsy before making a move. Aries trusts the pulse. So this sun sign, it shines when it's taking action, when it's leading from instinct, when it's choosing courage and refusing to shrink itself to keep everybody comfortable. Okay. So if you're an Aries sun, your light is courage, it's initiative, honesty, passion, it's boldness, it's self trust and independence, and the willingness to go first, right? Aries reminds us that desire is not a crime. Wanting something is not selfish or greedy. Existing loudly is not automatically a problem. Now we're going to talk about the shadow. Okay. So the shadow of Aries suns, this appears when courage becomes combat, when confidence becomes impatience. Okay. When independence becomes, I don't need anybody, don't perceive my vulnerability. I will simply kick a door emotionally. So the Aries shadow, it can be reactive, it can be impulsive, combative, restless, selfish, or even addicted to urgency. So, this is the sun sign that may mistake adrenaline for alignment. And sometimes an Aries sun does not wait long enough to ask, like, do I actually want this or do I just want to win? Am I acting from power or from being triggered? Is this courage or is this my nervous system wearing a helmet? Aries can struggle with slowing down, considering consequences, and allowing others to have needs without feeling controlled. The shadow is not anger itself. anger is sacred information. The shadow is when anger drives the car with no license, no insurance, and a playlist called Absolutely Not. Okay. So, in order to start, if any of that shadow stuff resonates, here's how you would heal it. Here's how I would encourage you to heal it. So, Aries Suns, they heal by learning the difference between impulse and instinct. Impulse is reactive, instinct is clean. Okay. Impulse says, I need to do something right now or I'm going to explode. The instinct says, this is the move. Okay. So, Aries Sun's work is to keep the fire without burning down every room. Okay. So, your affirmation: I am allowed to want what I want, but I do not have to fight every battle to prove I am powerful. I'll see you tomorrow.